In this video, we're going to have a look at how we can add assessment data for 25 metres swimming. This is data if you're a school in England that you must display and have prepared to give to Ofsted and for your own record. You can see from my school I already have pupils added to my school, but for the purpose of this video I'm going to add some more pupils. It's important that you don't upload pupils twice, so if you want to create a top-up swimming class to do your assessment from, you can add the same children to multiple classes and groups. As you can see here, Howard is in 4 different classes or groups. I've prepared a spreadsheet with the children's names that I want to add, so I just copy those. Then I go to Quick Add Pupils. I paste in the pupils' names. It's important that I put a comma after each of the pupils so they upload as separate entities. Now I can add them to an existing class, or I can create a new class or group. I'm doing top-up swimming, so I want to create a top-up swimming class. These children now will exist in this new group that I've created for top-up swimming. So I click create here, and you can see these 5 children are now in a top-up swimming class. Now, if I realise I have other children that already exist in my organisation and I want to add them to the top-up swimming group, I can do that by going to classes and groups. You can see my top-up swimming group has pupils in it already, the ones that I've just uploaded. I might want to add a teacher. And if I want to add any more children, I just click this add or remove and I scroll down. I find any of the children that I want to add. So I'm going to add Rudolph and Sabrina. Apply 2 changes, and they now exist in my top-up swim class. You can see here I've already created a Year 6 swimming assessment, ready to add my class that we've just created. So I click on here, and I'm going to edit groups. I'm going to add or remove a group, search for my top-up swimming class, and I'm going to add them. Now I need to add the statements for the swimming for 25 metres. So I'm going to do add a bespoke unit. And here I can add the criteria which I've already created on a separate spreadsheet. And you can also find this in the Teacher's Toolkit. Simply click on the 25 metre swimming statements and you'll be taken to this spreadsheet which shows you the 3 statements that you want to assess the children by. So I'm going to copy my first statement, go back to my assessments. So to add my own statements, I go to edit units and I'm going to remove these. All I need is my hand statements. So I'm going to paste in there. Paste in there. Need 1 more row, so I'm going to do add a category and then go back and get my 3rd statement. I paste that in there. I don't need this one, so I can delete. Don't need that one. So now I've got my top-up swimming, 25 metres, can swim competently and confidently, use a range of strokes and perform safe self-rescue. When I've completed that, I click finish and you'll now see that I've got my 3 statements and all of my children that we've just imported in that top-up swimming group. So you're now ready to make a judgment call. So you might want to set them up as not achieved and not achieved, and then as and when they make progress, you can either come back in and bulk edit. So if we've got everybody swimming 25 metres, you could update that to achieved. You may have one child that has actually exceeded and they've managed to do 50 metres, and you may have another child that's still working towards their 25 metres. So now all of that information is saved in their assessment. Once we have made our judgments on how the pupils are doing, so we've got 3 pupils that have not quite achieved or overachieved. So Sabrina didn't get her 25 metres, Sarah exceeded, and Zara is still working towards. So that's important for when we come to look at our reporting. I click on reports. I'm going to go to add new. Give it a name, top-up swimming. Add pupils. You can see here there's 59 pupils, that's just every pupil in my school. So I need to narrow that down. I'm going to do that by looking at my assessment group. I find my year swimming assessment, and now you'll see that I've only got the pupils here that were in my swimming group. So now we can see that progress broken down. So we've got our average start scores and average end scores, but what's important to note here is we've got Sabrina with a change of +133, Sarah Adams +233 because she exceeded in some areas, and Zara +167 because she is still working towards, and everybody else who went from not achieve to achieve is on a +2. So you can see here where we can really dig down into the data and see the progress of each pupil. When you've saved that report, you can then view it, and you can print or export it to Excel.